So if somebody is making you an exception to like a rule or a pact that they made with themselves or like their friends or something, it's giving that like, and this could be you too. So like if you swore off, I don't know, relationships or friendships and had this mentality of like, yes, I'm fine doing this by myself, or if it's like a masculine who was like, I just like don't need anything other than my like money grind and hustle or whatever. And there's also certain boundaries that somebody has or like formally had put in place that were justified boundaries to have, but like when it comes to you they don't feel the need to maintain those boundaries, I guess. Not to say that they are like um sacrificing themselves or like putting themselves at risk in that way, but it's just that they trust you enough to do something. And like I'm getting that you may also trust this person too, so it's like a mutual thing. I keep picking up like, oh, you are the only exception, like that song by Paramore. I think that you have this perception of whoever this is, that they act like this with everybody, but I think that you would be really shocked to know how they usually show up in these sorts of connections versus how they show up with you. It's like there's something about them being addicted to the way that they like the version of themselves that they are when they talk to you or something like that. Like you bring out a side of them that is like more authentic to their true character, but it's something that they felt like they needed to hide. So, if you make like, so if you're a feminine and this is referring to a masculine who you make him feel safe to like be silly and sort of like childish, or not in a bad way, but just to embrace his like inner child in a way. Whereas, throughout the rest of his life, he kind of feels like he needs to show up more stern or stoic or something like that, or like nonchalant. But there's just this energy of mutual safety between the both of you. And again, this could be friendship too. But there's a mirroring aspect in the way that both of you have been treated by people in the past. Obviously, like, it's like you guys are the same but opposites. So, say if it is like a new best friend or something, you guys could have always been, uh, the friend that people were like nice to your face, but then people would like not invite you out and then talk shit about you when you weren't there. Or you were always the friend who people would just like call up when their main friends were busy. Um, and if it's a relationship thing, it's like both of you guys have been used by the people you were in relationships with and like manipulated in some way, but kind of in like different ways. Because I'm getting that this person is naturally very, very generous and you may be as well, but it's almost this sense of like, I don't want to, I mean, it's a weird way to put it, but you guys may have like people pleasing tendencies that you had to repress or like control because people were taking advantage of that. But it's like you guys are able to be in that energy with each other, but it's not draining or toxic because it's mutual. Like you both are like serving each other. And I guess if you want to put it that way, it's giving like mutual worship or something. But there's this sense of like whatever this is, it feels so like mind, body, and spirit, to where the other aspects of your life may not have fully materialized or whatever, or completely manifested, but there's something about even just like having this connection in your life makes you feel like you're complete in some way and that you are not lacking anything in the way of like emotional fulfillment or something like that. And maybe you never felt that before because you weren't actually ever getting the emotional depth out of your connections that you were meant to be getting. It's like this may be the first time you're actually experiencing like um genuine true love or genuine true friendship, or even like if it's a soul family member or something like that, to where you know you've never encountered somebody who's actually on the same wavelength as you. And to confirm that this is for you, it could be the thing where like um you know it's like you guys will like see if you're texting each other, you will like send the same text at the same time. um and then there's a lot of like one of you saying what the other is thinking, or having the same preferences in regards to certain things, and like having the same like very oddly specific, I don't know, you guys may even like share dreams or something like that. And if this hasn't come into your life, then this is really an energy that is like pervasive through the collective right now. And I think that as this connection comes into fruition, it's like it will give you proof of how powerful your manifestations have been, because it's like you may have had you may have scripted or have a vision board or something, right? Or even just like if you know, due to like process of elimination, I guess, based on how people have treated you in the past, what you desire and how you like need to be treated in order to feel fulfilled in a connection. And it's like down to a T. It may be eerily perfect to where you're like, did I literally like materialize this person into my reality, you know? But they feel that way about you too. I would say that don't worry too much about trying to iron out the details of like, well, what does this mean that they're in my life now? Like, where is this supposed to go? Because there's something about like and I'm not like an expert at these things, but like um there's like this like Zen proverb or whatever. Um it's sort of like as soon as you ask the question or whatever, it's already too late. It's like, you've already kind of like ruined the energy or something like that. So you're not meant to even like worry about those things. Just you're not meant to think about what this means. You're just meant to see. You're not even meant to understand it. You are just meant to see. So, you just have to have this mentality of like, I see, I see. You're not even supposed to over intellectualize any of this whatsoever. You are just meant to observe it and allow it to unfold, because I'm getting that it's going to unfold like flawlessly, honestly. And the only thing that will interfere with this is if you self-sabotage it intentionally. But I am getting that it would take a lot of effort. Like to destabilize this, you would basically have to like consciously decide to undo, I guess, even years of progress that you've made. You would have to ignore the feelings in your body, because I'm getting that like it's so divinely protected, whatever this connection is, that if you were to like, it would almost like physically hurt and give you like a lot of pain in order, like if you pulled away from them. And I feel like they feel the same way too. And like the closer you are together energetically, even the better you feel. But like there's something about like the more distant you two become from one another, it gives you guys like heartache to a really severe degree, and that is mutual too. But it's like every part of you, again, mind, body, and spirit, is like bringing you two together, because it's more than just whatever it seems to be on the surface. Like again, if it's a friendship or relationship, like a business partnership or whatever, it may appear to be something at first, but it's like meant to be so much more. Say it's a friend and you meet because you guys have like a shared hobby, and then you're like, oh, I've always wanted someone who shares this hobby. And then like, later on that ends up being like, I don't know. I don't know. I was going to say like somebody who like saves your life or something like that, but it's just that like there is a multi-layered nature to whatever this connection is, to where you will just continuously see, oh wow, they basically contain within them everything that in regards to like knowledge and wisdom and like the energy that they can provide to you. It's like they have a lot of the things that you were lacking or needed in order to progress to the next level that you were pushing towards in other areas of your life, whether that's like your health or like your spirituality or something like that. But you guys both possess elements that the other requires in order to like reach the next level in your life in some way. And it's like a really powerful, intense energy of like people coming together in order to progress one another towards like mutual success and also like individual success and things like that, and nothing can interfere with it. It's almost like there's like a force field around it. And I feel like, whether you believe it or not, the sort of like karmic consequences of people trying to interfere with this is so severe right now that you could like, if a friend, like an old friend, past person, family member projected negativity onto this connection, you may witness something like bad happening to them like immediately, very soon after.